Hello, my friends. Welcome to another live stream of the weekly free instant tournament. Before we share the screen, let's see if, yeah, the streaming is going fine. So it's time for us to share our screen and move to BBO. And remember that this weekly free instant tournament BBO is updated every Friday. And so this is the last day in which I could play this. This is Thursday today, Thursday, March the 2nd. And you can find it under the Solitaire tab. We can free instant tournament. 8 deals with match point scoring. And so we begin with a huge hand, right? 15 high card points, but that's not sufficient to describe this hand. We have a very good 7-card spade suit. It's very easy to get to a slam, even without a big fit or any high card strength with partner. Picture, for example, 2 spades and the ace of hearts and the 2 kings. That's 10 high card points. And we are basically on a finesse for 7 if we can manage the 3rd round club loser. And so surely we have to make a very strong move towards slam, even though we have only 15. So the robot plays, let me check, but I'm pretty sure he plays that, yeah, the 2 spades is a strong bid. And therefore, if we have this tool available, which is not very common among the top partnerships, by the way, they use this 2 spade bid for other purposes. And so they would have to begin with 1 spade. But here, 2 spades has a good. And 4 hearts should be a very good heart suit. It says solid here. Maybe the robot is fudging a little bit, but if he has a solid high card, solid 6-card suit, we are very close to maybe even 7 if we can find a. If one has a king of spades, we have 7 of clubs, right? And so with our wealth of aces, and partner should have something else besides those hearts. He didn't open for hearts. And so 6 in hearts. 6 is very attractive, and 7 still in play. Unfortunately, I think that slam bidding with the robots is very, very random. And so I prefer to, with the robots, to bid something like Phono Trump here. This will help us check on the solidity of the hearts. We would like to find the king of spades, if possible. But I don't think there is any way for us to find this card. So 5 spades is 2 key cards with the queen of trumps. That means ace king, queen of trumps. We kind of knew that if we trusted his bidding. And 7 is probably at worst on a finesse if partner has 2 spades. He has only 1 spade, maybe we can establish spades without finessing. And so I think 7 hearts is a good bet here. And there is an issue of how many people are bidding 7. So even if 7 is like 60% to make, if nobody's bidding 6, or very few people are bidding 6, maybe 7 is too much. But I want to play our best possible bridge here. So let's bid 7 hearts. Yeah, 2 spades with partner means that we are on a finesse for 7. He might have had 1. And this is probably a very simple hand to play, right? We want to win the lead. We can't let the 10 of hearts win because let me think. 10 of hearts means we want to guard against hearts 5-0. 10 of hearts wins, club rough, 4 rounds of trumps, drawing them all. Spade to the queen. If spades are 4-0 with the king on side, then we are in bad shape. Because we can't, then we play club rough, but we're out of trumps. So with hearts 5-0, we won't be able to catch spades 4-0. That is very, if all of these things are happening, we probably should look twice before crossing the street, right? And so I think I can guard against one of them. So hearts are 5-0, but spades are well and not 4-0. We win the 10 of hearts, club rough, draw trumps only at 3 more rounds at most, which means that we are left after this 5 rounds of hearts have gone. We are left with 2 trumps, so we can play spade to the queen, club rough, spade to the jack, ace of spades, spade rough, and ace of diamonds as the whole. Let's play low here. And go back to our hand with, now we can rough high, right? Sometimes a robot has like 8 clubs. And now we finesse in spades. Come back to our hand. We can basically claim here. So we got lucky with king of spades on side. But as I said, that was a bad scenario, a doubles on spade. If you had a singles on spade, which is frankly is more likely than a singleton club. If you had a singleton spade, then the chances of establishing spades would be very good. But we started with a lucky hand, and now we have 19 high card points. We have to show a balanced hand too strong for a 1-0 trump opening. So we begin with 1 club, and the opponents are messing with what we thought was our deal. We can't be too passive here. We have to double. I don't think 3-0 trumps, which would be an alternative, is attractive, because if partner is weak, we don't have any sources of tricks. But we are hoping that one of 2 things happens when we double. First, that partner has a weak hand, but long in some suit, clubs or hearts or diamonds. 5 or 6 cards there. So we have a playable contract. Or maybe partner has a balanced hand and decides to not bid anything. And so we defend 3 spades double, which is probably not so bad. Yeah. So let's see what will happen here. 5 of hearts, 4 of hearts, 9. That spades are 2-2, probably. Declarer has 6 spades. And so we have some hopes. We would have liked to have received a club lead. And it's strange that partner didn't lead clubs, which is, after all, our bid suit. But there's little that we can do now, given that this apparently marks declarer with the jack of hearts. A good declarer, a good human declarer might consider playing this way without the jack of hearts, but I don't think the robot is up for that. We have to win the ace and try to prevent discards. Okay, so apparently even declarer would not play the queen and the jack without a 10, and partner's showing the 10. We may try to give partner a heart rough. That would place him with 2 hearts. I don't think he has 1. 2 hearts, 2 spades, 5 diamonds, 4 clubs. Maybe. He led the 4, right? 4, 9, ace. Let's see. I think it's better to do that than to hope for a club honor with partner. Okay, here is a hard rough he had, but he could have played a club now, man. That was senseless of our dear partner. It's can declare have 7-4? No, 6-4, 2-1. Yes, that's it. 6-4, 2-1 is his hand, and so we can basically concede all the rest. He has 6 spades, 4 hearts, 2 diamonds, and 1 club. And so our heart rough saved the day. We could have gotten him down too if we decided to play part of our singleton heart. But that seemed unlikely and risky because part of it might have had 3 hearts and declare had 2 to the jack. Maybe he would have played that way. Okay, 16 high-card points, a 1-0 trump opening bid. This one has little room for judgment here. Let's play 1-0 trumps. 8 of clubs is an interesting lead. And we have 3 spade tricks. A heart and probably a diamond can be established, but we have to invest in clubs, even if there is ace queen jack behind us. Let's see what they will. Well, that now we have 2 diamond tricks. And I don't believe that this 8 of clubs was from any honor. So if ace queen jack of clubs is behind us, maybe we should play a club regardless and try to end play Wes here with, because he's leading from short suit, he probably has some heart strength. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll come to my hand here. Maybe I should lead a 9, but I think the length in spades in West. So, and let me try. Sometimes he led a creative 8 of clubs from a double to something like that. And now the club link between the opponents is kind of disrupted unless he led from 3. So now I don't want to finesse hearts at all. I want to take away this ace of diamonds. And so now we are in, can it be that he has, no, he has a lot of diamonds. Let's do this. Let's force them to cash their diamonds and the spade. And maybe we will get, all the hearts are here apparently, so he'll cash it. He'll cash the ace of clubs too. Jack is an interesting card. It be that he's discarding, well, anyway, there's no need for us to do anything else because his last card is a club. And so we went down 1. Yes, as I thought, all the hearts were behind me. I think I might have handled that better. I had the right idea though, but maybe I should not have cashed the queen of spades. But if spades were 3-3, that would not be great success. And now we have another no trump opening bid. And should I accept this? We have a minimum, but it's a very pure minimum. And one thing that prods me into aggressiveness, and you don't need a lot to prod me into aggressiveness, is any clue for the opposing cards. And this, the fact that everybody passed means that I may have some good chances of reading the cards well. So I think I'll risk it. It's an egregious overbid, of course. But you see, the cards fit very well. All we need apparently is a diamond break, right? To make 5 spades, 4 diamonds, and a heart. Now, if spades are 4-1, we may require a heart finesse, but they are not. So let us just be on the safe side and see if we can get an extra heart trick. It becomes really easy to play. We roughed the last diamond in dummy, right? Okay, so what do we know? East has ace king jack of clubs. West did not. West led a trump. Doesn't have a singleton diamond. He would have led it. That 10 of hearts, that king of hearts, the robot usually is quite reliable by winning with the queen from king queen. So I think I will just play diamonds, checking them in dummy. And if there is, okay, no discard, now I can play. I would finesse hearts if East discarded. And the queen was on side. Overbidding pays sometimes. One spade is our clear opening bid here. Part is preempting. We shouldn't be tempted to bid here because West's 2 diamonds with a weak diamond suit means that he has some strength, right? Yeah, there are 2 aces missing. This lead helps, especially if the ace of clubs were on offside. Now we have to decide whether to finesse and how to finesse in spades. That's an interesting line of defense, this cashing of 2 aces. Can the ace of hearts be a singleton? No, it can't, because it's a passed hand. Sometimes a robot passes with very strange hands, but I don't believe this is possible here. Well, we'll get to dummy with a heart ruff to finesse in spades. Okay, that king of spades just won the trick, and now the rest is ours. If it were a singleton, then I should have cashed the ace, and it was. But I don't. If your line of play loses to singleton honors, it's probably a good line. That's a general rule of thumb. And here we go with a 1 club opening bid. And partner raise clubs, and they are raising spades. We really have to take as much bidding space from them as we can. 5 clubs is well within reason here. We don't know whether this is a good sacrifice or not, whether we, in some lucky hands, we have a shot at 5 clubs, but we have to force them to make this decision immediately. And now we can lose, maybe. Can it be that the king of spades is not with West? That would be enjoyable. And so he led a singleton. Singleton king, he doesn't have ace king of diamonds, I suppose. No, I can't believe he doesn't have the king of spades. That would be a very bad. So I am tempted to lead a tricky low spade from my hand. That's kind of a funny finesse. But if I get, the idea is aiming at discarding this diamond without revealing too much about my hand. And I think this is more likely than the technical chance of finessing in spades. That would, if the West didn't have the king of spades, he has 5 little spades, a single king of clubs, 4-3 in the minors. He might have doubled at 1 club. So I don't believe that. Yes. Okay. So now all we have to do is to hold our heart losers to 1. We can find out more about the hand by letting them break a few suits. Club, he won with the jack. And now this guy won. He let the low diamond. Looks like ace king of diamonds, right? And queen jack of diamonds here. So it looks like the king of hearts is with West. We will check this. If it is with West, look, I'm preserving that deuce as an entry. I don't believe he would underlead from ace queen jack. So if he has, this is ace king of diamonds and east, queen jack of diamonds, king of spades, and king of hearts, and nothing else. And east has ace king of diamonds and nothing else. So the king of hearts is probably in east. He wouldn't be three clubs. Remember the bidding here. Wouldn't be three clubs with the ace king of diamonds and nothing else. Right? That has three little spades. He should have the ace of hearts. So if he the king of hearts, if he has a king of hearts, I just have to play ace and a low to the queen. I can perhaps improve my chances a little bit, trying to, if West has a doubled on king of hearts, I can eliminate spades before playing that heart to the ace and heart to the queen. Yes, here we are. Nice, very nice hand regarding the tricky play, and he had his 5-5-2, so I would have won even against the king doubleton offside. That's a cool hand. How do we deal with this? I will open one heart. When you have 9 cards in the suit, the bidding usually doesn't die. Now partner is showing some strength. I think I'll risk 6 here. Terrible dummy, but maybe. Should we try to draw trumps before leading a diamond? It's just, we're just revealing what we have, right? No, I'll lead a diamond and maybe they'll duck. I want them to know little about my hand. Exactly. And so now I can claim. There are only 2 hearts missing. Yeah, if I led the ace of hearts first, he would know that I would have 9 hearts. And so he would count my tricks. That's another very cool hand, by the way. How we cannot start with the ace of hearts drawing trumps, because then West will never ever play ace of diamonds and a diamond. He shouldn't anyway, but okay, here we are, 1 diamond, 3 clubs. Partner's preempting, we don't have an open bid. I think we should just pass here. Sometimes we'll miss a game, but very often not. And here we have 7 club tricks. Spade and a diamond, that's 9. And they have 3. Let's draw a few trumps. Maybe they will misguess which suit to cash. So I'm concealing my jack of spades also. Let's see if he doesn't cash hearts, if he cashes a diamond. Oh no. So try to be tricky again, but no cigar here. Now we have all the tricks. And an ordinary hand to end the tournament, but it was a very nice, I dare to say, inspired tournament. The 6 heart, the 5 club hand, the 4 spade, they were all full hands. The first hand, which we bid a slam to, the great slam. We were quite inspired today. Sometimes that happens. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.